Alright, we're back with Katawa Shoujo. Let's 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 say she wasn't cute. Even though even though whatever. She wasn't cute. Not exactly cute, no. Hmm. There are a lot of cute girls here. Strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets? Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in the school is lately but significantly higher than the number of boys, like 60-40? He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing. Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but this is a full 20%. One would think the school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no. What I'm about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I'll only get as far as turning to the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not. I believe that this school is a battleground and the site of a feminist infiltration. The disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come, in case this Cold War turns hot and they will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of the military have always been a clear sign of imminent war. Japan is the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women. Soon the day will come when Kenji trails off ominously. That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you just as they kill me. You will end up just like me. Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself from blurting it out. Hey, what the hell did that mean? You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of. So? You're not supposed to say something like that. Damn, that's so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy. Stop it, stop. I've lost your way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. Too hard to follow. It's cool. I have some grass and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets? No puppets. You don't like puppets? Okay. Graphs are still cool though, right? He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. Something on your mind, dude. Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset. I mean, that's you. It can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It'd be invalidated. The whole last part. That's the part. It's kind of important. There can only be one. Like in the foreign movie where there can only be one and then there's only one dude left because that was the point. I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before. Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of other dark and complex conspiracies that the school holds as tangled as. Quick, finish my analogy for me, pal. Be a pal. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's extremely late. That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later. claps me on the back and then vanishes in his room. So quickly and quietly, it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through. It's like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. The school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made of people who are unfit for anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and their words left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. The place is really more of a school and less hospital, pretending it's a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I've decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do, so the situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Nako walks in and takes his seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say we're going to break into groups again. I turn my head to see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal part cute and menacing. That is a smile that says, "We have you now, there's no escape." Hey Chan, it looks like we're together again. Yay, yay. Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There's no escape now unless I were able to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. What's wrong, Hichan? Oh, Hichan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, Hichan. We were talking about it after you left. It'd be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right? Ha ha ha. I'm so happy you were able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know that we both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, she then snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just raining. In fact, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount of is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of mission. While I'm reading, my eyes wander around the room and catch Anako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Trying back, thinking back to why she is, how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Huh? Who, Chan? Her. And I'll go over there. Over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Chan. Why not? Chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lilting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Chan. By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation and makes me realize how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying the whole time. Right. What, Chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not gonna say that. You said it anyway. I know it, Chan. It's fine if you overhear. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand the things Shizune is saying, and vice versa. That's also why she says all the time. Is that also why she says signs all the time, so that there's never a conversation Shizune will not will be left out of? Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Chan. We finished with time to spare. Decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food so far has been subpar. The sense Jun and Misha are arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it, they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from her previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks. The one with actual box lunch mixed in and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. When I watch Hanako, it feels that I'm the only one who can see her. Almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom rear door. I think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? Alright, I don't think we got this option before. Because if we did, we would have had a check mark on one of these. Right? That? No, wait. This is new, this is pretty much a new save altogether. I'm pretty sure I said read my book last time. No, wait, it would have saved anyways, because I fucking, I'm pretty sure I read my book last time. If I didn't, probably would have done it anyways, you know. I think I'll wait for Shizune and Misha to come to a decision. Probably, yeah, that one. Misha and Shizune are still arguing about their choice for lunch place. Incomprehensible for a pair of high school students who have to take a taxi at least to make it to downtown back in time. Haven't you finished already? Oh, sorry, Chad. Were you waiting for us? You don't have any plans? Plans? For lunch? Well, I don't, so I thought I could hang with you guys. Misha smiles victoriously at my lack of plans and excitedly translates my response to June. If you don't have anything specific planned out, do you want to eat lunch with me and Chan? We're gonna go to town for lunch, though. Don't worry, Chan, it's not that far. Sure, I'll come with you. And with that, we leave the classroom. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. And he's dead. Ouch. Nope, Timmy. I open my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me, and has now fallen down onto the hallway door. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs, and then shins and feet made with some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little and rubs her nose and jumps up. Oh man. Hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I was looking where I was going and it just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She looked really apologetic, in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. I don't say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest, you idiot. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snapped me out of it. I stared at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was. Doubled myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need. I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time to take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time. But it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay. I said I was fine. Nothing's broken. No harm done. That's good. I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time the girl's eyes widen in horror. Horror. And whatever she says, say, please. Horror, she's saying that by a very horrified eep. I don't have a time to look behind me because Shizune is already shoving me aside and stomping over the girl, signing furiously at her. Miss Ibarazaki, I saw that. Running in the hall is strictly forbidden. Misha translates right on Shizune's tail, but her voice is girlishly playful, not full of divine fury. Shizune's arms movement would seem to call for. Sorry, I was just going to get some stuff and I was kind of in a hurry. You've been told this 1,000 times before, and you're recklessly behaving. They both have a high voice, and I'm pretty sure they both have the same voice that I'm giving. You've been told this 1,000 times before, your reckless behavior endangers the students, and even worse, it's explicitly against the school regulations. This girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute to find myself smiling. I know that, I was just... Make sure this will not happen again. Although I'm sure telling you this is futile, it only causes me further headache when you choose to ignore the regulations. Got that, Emmy? The small girl sticks her tongue out in response. I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help out with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I gotta change in everything. Before Mission Shizune or I can say anything, she's already bolted from where she was a good second ago, almost halfway towards the stairwell. Shizune looks like she's about to go nuclear on the spot, so I smile at her in a vain attempt to calm her down. Are you okay, Chan? That Ibarazaki girl always like that, causing trouble to others. You know, I'm pretty certain Shizune wouldn't call me a Chan. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, I'm okay. Just got the wind knocked out of me. That's great, Chan. I wouldn't call that great, but I let slide this one time. So let's hurry, Chan. To have lunch. We promise it'll be great. I'll take your word for it. What kind of place is it? A restaurant or something? The tea house, Chan. A tea house? That sounds kind of fancy. Why are you looking at your wallet, Chan? It's okay. If you don't have any money, we'll cover for you. That's really nice of you. Thanks. It's okay, Chan. After all, we're friends, right, Chan? You keep saying it, Chan. It's been only 3 days. Are we really friends that quickly? But hearing that makes me happy. It's only for today, though. And only if you accept it right now. Do you want to go, Chan? I start wondering if this is some kind of trap. Is this Misha's suggestion or Shizune's? This is important. I'm still a little apprehensive about the possible motives of the girl whose favorite pastime is the game of world domination. No, I'm just being paranoid. Actually, they have grown on me already, and I do have to go to town sometime. So why not now with them? I've never actually been to a tea house before. All my expectations are from what I've seen about them on TV, but those are period dramas, and they're modern times, and these are modern times. It might just be a regular cafe. They're just calling it a tea house. Either way, I'm curious about that too, so there's another reason for me to join them. Sure. That's great, Achan. That's great. That's great. Yay! Misha hops up and down briefly to show how happy she is, which causes a few heads to turn towards us. She opts for a polite tiny clap that lasts for all of 2 seconds before she goes back to looking just stoic as usual. Would it kill you to be a little happier, Shizune? Oh, I wasn't aware that Hichan was a king. Ha ha ha. Shizune pushes her glasses up as Misha delivers her message totally without sarcasm. I guess I would sting more if she could say it with the Shizune, intimate Shizune meant behind it. So for once, I'm happy to have Misha as a barrier between us. I'm not telling you to jump for joy just because I'm having lunch with you. I'm not that arrogant. She seems to accept this, and we head for town with Shizune leading the way. Watching her walk in front of me, I noticed that she walks very quickly, taking long, heavy, determined strides. Maybe if we're traveling through a snowstorm, it would make sense to walk like that, but it was perfectly clear day. Anyway, it's making me feel exhausted just watching her. We arrive at the tea house in what Misha says in record time. Lately because of the Shizune's blazing pace, I feel a little let down seeing that it's not a huge feudal-era building with mats on the floor and women pouring the tea. It actually is more of a like a cafe as I thought. Not that it's a bad thing, it looks very nice. As soon as we walk through the door, someone zooms in front of us as if they had been lying in wait the entire time. Welcome, thank you for patronizing this establishment. Top half of her body drops forward in a bow that looks like an axe chopping through wood. I'm surprised to see it's none other than Yuko, the librarian. Hey, I didn't know you worked here. Oh, yes, I do. I'm a waitress. I've been working here for 1 year, 6 months, and 2 weeks now. Thank you for choosing to come here. Is there anything I can do for you? Hi, Yu-chan. Hello. Misha, you both know her too? Of course, Chan. Yu-chan works in the library after all. I don't go there often myself, but Chan knows her, and we both come here a lot, so it's like we see her all the time. Yes, should I get you your usuals? And if there is anything, if there's anything you would want, please feel free to tell me at any time. You don't have to be so formal, we all know each other. It's also pretty empty today, so she can afford to take it easy. I was hoping that you'd stop looking so nervous, but my words have the opposite effect. No, I'm a waitress, this is my job, I have to do it properly. Okay, that works for Chan. Yu-chan, please give Chan what she usually gets. I'll have some green tea with milk and honey. No pressure. Yes, but this is my job, and there's always pressure. I'm sorry, I'm arguing with the customer. Sorry. Yuko takes another 100-mile-per-hour bow and decides to give up and join Shizune and reach the table. As soon as I sit down, Yuko comes by looking even more upset than before. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I forget to take your order. I'm not attentive to the customers. That's not right. I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do to make up for it, please tell me. Oh, that's okay, Yu-chan. Yu-chan didn't order anything, so it's not your fault. Don't be upset. It's true. I guess you should order now, but I don't really know what the place serves, and there doesn't seem to be a menu. Yeah, she's right. I'll have some coffee and sandwich if you have one, whichever the sandwich you think is best tasting one here, because Shizune is paying for my meal. Shizune frowns and gives me alternating looks of surprise, indignation, and amusement, unable to decide between the three. Hey Chan, just how much money do you have in your wallet? Can't be that little, right? We should split the cost three-way to make it fair. Yeah, I won't accept anything else. We should turn Seiko. Shi-chan says she wants 3 of whatever that is most expensive on the item menu. No! Haha, just kidding, Chan. Okay, I think that's a turkey sandwich. The most delicious sandwich. It comes with free soup, and a good employee would try to recommend that item that there's the most of, though, for the most expensive item. Am I bad at my job? No, that sounds good. I'll have that and some coffee. Okay. She comes back a few minutes later with her drinks and my sandwich. June seems to be fine with her, with just her tea. Misha also ordered a parfait. I don't know why, because I can't imagine many other things that would go worse than tea. Oh well, I'll take a bite out of my sandwich. Or I take a bite out of my sandwich. It's very good. Chan, have you thought about joining the student council? Huh? Don't talk with your mouth full, Chan. I wash my food down with a sip of coffee, which is also surprisingly good. But now is not the time to remark on how this place has good food. You said you understood it was too early to expect me to make a decision this quickly. That was like 3 hours ago. Imagine be decisive to Chan. You really should join the student council, Chan. Come on, it'll be fun. People always say, come on, it'll be fun about things that are never ever fun. Don't you believe me, Chan? Is June saying that, or Misha? What a cute expression. But the fact is somewhat jarring, like she has split personalities. Hey Chan, that's depressing. We just want to spend time with you. That's right, Chan. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yep, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. Yeah, I also thought Chan would appreciate it. That makes me sad. Suddenly we feel really left out. It's rude to talk about someone without letting them in the conversation. Sejuna just lasted laughing to herself. Ah, but it's true, Chan, and you would be helping us out. Membership has been really low this year. How low? Ah, that's a secret to Chan. No, I want to know how low it was. How low is low? Ah ha ha. 5? Lower? Well, 0. Wahaha, Chan, that isn't important. What matters is that the number is low, and that is why we would appreciate you giving us a hand, especially with the festival coming up so soon. It's looking to be busy year ahead in general. So you're not going to answer my question. No. I sigh and strain up in my chair, trying to look as defiant as possible, because this seems like a big issue and I do not want to let it go that easily. I feel silly like a blowfish. Fine, at least tell me this. How many people are on the student council total? Well, Chan, we're definitely undermanned, but we have enough members to get the job done. Yep. It's not just the 2 of you, is it? Haha, Chan, that's funny. But it's definitely not just us. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Yep. I stare at them both, trying to see if they will slip up and confirm my worst fears. Misha frowns, looking uncomfortable, but that's probably because I'm staring at her. Shizune, on the other hand, returns my gaze with one of her own. Maybe she's challenging me, peering at me over the rims of her glasses like that. So teasing and surprisingly immature, like a little girl beckoning someone to play with her. Hey Chan, you're two cute student council representatives that have been trying to make you feel welcome, and are even trying to treating you to lunch. You should show your gratitude by joining your student council so you can at least help them out. Yeah, it would be great if you can just file some papers for us, and the festival is coming up and we have to build some stalls for the games and food, just a few, so if you were there it'd be a lot easier for us. Please, Chan. What an interesting good bad cop routine. I'll give it a shot. Why not? Just a shot. Okay, I'll give it a trial run. It doesn't mean I'm joining or anything definite, just that I'll help you a little. Then I'll see. And this makes us even for lunch. I'm not doing this because I want to. Finish off the last of my sandwich and this makes Misha notice for the first time in a while that she has a parfait. She starts digging in, much to Jun's chagrin, because I can tell from the way she plays with her fingers that she has a lot to say. Every time I look at Shizune, she looks back with such a focused intensity. This time is no exception. Her face is expressionless. Maybe she is thinking. Eventually it gives way to some smile. She signs something and obviously can't understand at all. She has to know that. Then she does it again, a childish playfulness showing through in the speed and energy of her gestures. Misha, what did she say? Hmm? Misha looks up from her parfait, torn between wanting to help out and going back to eating. What does this mean? I try my best to make the same movements with my hand as Shizune did. I come to realize quickly that it isn't very easy. Imagine doing this all day as your only means of communication. Sorry, Chan, I can't tell you. Why not? Is it an insult? No, Chan, I can't tell you because it means something nice. Something nice? Huh? Well, they've gone back to their tea and food, so I guess this is a conversation over by now. Or over for now. I don't really understand, but this makes me wish that I could. Maybe I could even try to learning sign language. This school might have courses for it. Would I really do that? I think about it as I finish the rest of my coffee. I wonder why I'd even be motivated to think about that. I'm enjoying myself so much that I don't even notice that we were supposed to be in class 10 minutes ago. Even if I were to start heading back to class or school right now, it'd take at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes? Maybe. I can't risk running fast with my condition, so it'd take at least that long to get there. Well, 10 minutes late already as 10 minutes late already as I am. It wouldn't matter even if I could teleport. Something wrong, Chad? I just realized lunch break ended 10 minutes ago. It's on my third day and I'm already gonna miss class. Yep, you're already late. Hey, that's not funny. So are you. Aren't you two in student council? You're setting a bad example. Chan is so moral. But Chan is right. He's late for class, and it looks like you're cutting too. Chan, because you're not making an effort to go. As your student council representatives, we're gonna have to do something about this to make sure you're punished for it. But you two dragged me out here. This is all your fault. Take responsibility. Hey Chan, we were just taking a prospective student council member out to try and recruit him. It's business, but you're not a member of the council, so there's no excuse. Yes, there is. The prospective student council member is clearly me. Yes, are you gonna join the student council, Chan? Shizune raises her teacup haughtily and wags her outstretched pinky finger up and down. Chan, if only you were a member of the student council. But you can still join now, Chan. If you join now, you won't be in any trouble at all, and we'll all be able to take many more nice excursions like this all the time. It'll be fun. This hurts. I start to think that maybe this wasn't all elaborate setup leading up to this moment. Maybe Shizune lured me out here banking on the possibility that I'd lose track of time and be forced into this situation. Diabolical. Well, considering what I know of her, I should have been more on my guard. But to admit that I got myself into this even slightly would be unforgivable. I tried to read Shizune's intention in her eyes, but she returns my stare blankly, and instantly she takes a sip of tea like she's mocking me. By the way, Chad, I didn't plan this at all. Things just happened to work out this way. I was almost about to drop my theory as paranoia, but this puts a new spin on things. I almost fall over in awe. So it really was an elaborate setup from the very beginning. All just to burn me and force me to join the student council. Ah ha ha, you look so nervous, Chan. Did you really think we were tricking you this whole time? You're not? Did Chan really thought? Misha frowns, looking heartbroken. Shizune quickly frowns as well, following her lead. How synchronized two of perfect pair. They must be twins. Chan says he's flattered. Chan says he's flattered, Chan. But doing this kind of thing would be a grossly inappropriate abuse of power, imposing on your free will, and it'd be blackmail too. Shishan would never do that. Never. Think about, thinking about Misha. I think about asking Misha, are you sure, but resist the urge to. Anyway, what Chan said is true. Since you're with us, we're doing student council work. It's okay if we miss a class or two. Not that it's a good excuse to do so. Or one that should be used more than 3 times in a month. Or something that can, or should be abused. So, you must definitely return to class. Eventually. Wahahaha. June waves Ryuko over and points to her empty teacup, indicating that she wants another one. As Misha scrambles to finish her parfait so she can order something else. Maybe I should as well. I am still hungry, and the portions here are a little on the small side. Most importantly, Shidun is paying for everything. With that in mind, I ask you to go for another sandwich. By the time we leave the tea shop, I missed not just one class, but 2. Shidun and Misha seem content to let the whole day pass by, stalling for even more time by suggesting a tour of the town that turns out to cover 2-block radius from where we start. Eventually, you go back to school, and the rest of the day is business as usual. When classes are over, Shidun and Misha pack their bags and leave the room before me. Come to think of it, this is the first time they left me alone. It's strange. I almost miss them. The room empties quickly, and I'm the last one out the door. When I try leaving the lobby, however, an arm lowers itself in front of me like a toll bridge gate, stopping me in my tracks. Oh, hi, Shizune. What the fuck was that? I think I'm gonna end there. I'm gonna end it there because I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.